right, guys. Welcome to Scottsdale on the Rocks. We have a hell of a guest here, Mr. Jason Wojo. Hell yeah.
What's up, man?
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, nothing. We were just talking about seeing all your ads and seeing your reels, and you're hilarious as hell.
I got some controversial shit out there.
Yeah, I love that. To be honest, I realized that going into this space, because I'm a doctor and I wasn't really into the social media stuff, making ads. I had to kind of force myself into this stuff, and getting attention is the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, for sure.
And I love your content, so I was like, I got to get this guy on. So thanks for coming, bro. Appreciate it.
Of course, appreciate it. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so I run Wojo Media, which is an advertising company.
Yeah.
We work with coaches, consultants, service providers, home service, e-com. We just basically run their paid traffic for them. So
Nice.
for people who don't know what paid traffic is, if you're on like Instagram or Facebook and you see sponsored and you see a video, like that's just me running it in front of the ideal audience. I've been doing that for like 7 years.
Okay.
And now we have a team of like 55 plus.
Oh, damn. Wow.
We have an office here in Phoenix. That's why I moved too, because we're business partners with Andy Elliott.
Yep.
So we're like his bolt-on marketing partner, and we run ads for all their clients.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it's been sick.
That's awesome. How did you get into this?
Oh geez, I was originally
Salesman?
no, dude, weird story, but I was actually in culinary school. So I used to work at a cafe when I was younger. I was making like $5 an hour under the table, and basically like I just hated authority. Like I went to school because everyone was telling me to go to school, so I went, and I dropped out of culinary school after like a year. I went through like this weird party phase because before I went to culinary school, I actually had an HGH deficiency. So if no one knows what that is, like I was 4'11". Yeah, I was 4'11", 75 pounds, senior high school. So like you can imagine what comes with that for sure. I was dating 0 chicks, so it was pretty bad. And then I wound up taking HGH when I dropped out of culinary school. Took it for 3 months, got to like 5'11". Now I'm like 6'2", but basically just sprout up a little bit more. Did that, and then I was working 3 jobs. I was working at Staples, and I was working at a financial firm, and I was working as an assistant at a life insurance company. Did those 3 jobs, played college tennis. And then I basically decided to save my money for a couple of years, and then I moved out, went to Orlando, lived in Orlando for 2 years, then Tampa for 3, then just moved to Phoenix. So when you told me before about, where are you from? I lived in New York for 19 years.
Nice.
And then after that, then I went to Florida.
Cool. Hell yeah. That's awesome. So what do you think about Scottsdale so far?
I mean, it's dope. I mean, the women are better looking here than they are in Florida, that's for sure.
What about New York?
New York? Oh, God, no. Because, dude, it's a blue state, bro. Like, fucking chicks are weird, dude. They're weird. Like, I don't know. I just can't do it. Like, the political views are weird. Women in New York have way bigger egos.
Really?
For sure.
Interesting.
I feel like women here, I could be wrong, but they're way more religious here than they are anywhere else on the fucking planet. I don't know what it is, but, like, church is, like, a thing here. I don't know. I mean,
well, they go to church, but they have to like repent their sins, whatever they do. That's what it is. Father, I'm sorry for.
Yeah, I've repented, so I get it.
No, actually, the women that go to church, what I've realized, are the women that are like the wildest. It seems like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know why that is. They're just like okay with it.
I mean, it's like you can only be like spiritual and silent for so long.
Yeah. Well, most church girls are freaks.
What do you think, Annalie?
I don't know. I mean, there's a huge like spirituality movement going, but yeah, the girls love Jesus.
I guess so.
And it's like they have Impact Church near here.
That's a little culty. I'm not gonna lie.
Impact is the wild
one. See, I haven't went. I've had friends try to persuade me to go, and I'm just like, hey, like I just do private prayer. I'm not into the whole like this is gonna be an unpopular opinion for some, but like I can't do organized church. Like organized, I feel like is just like set up to make money.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
Like private prayer, dude. Like I'll go and I'll just do like the confessional, and then I'll do my bread. I'll do a candle. I do my 10 to 15 minutes, and then I leave.
Yeah. Have you ever watched that? What is it? It's that. It's like they're like Hallelujahs. It's a TV show. It's a series, whatever, where they're like making money, but it's like they're all wild. Have you seen that? the Righteous Brothers. I forget what it's called,
No.
but it's pretty funny. But I can't remember the name of it. I'll think of it here in a bit. So,
Did you grow up pretty religious?
My parents, yeah, we just went on Sundays. It wasn't like this thing that like, you know, you would sit down and eat down at your bed at night for, or stuff like that. It wasn't like massively religious, but I went to like Sunday school. And then I grew up into the whole like where you would play like the basketball league at the church and you would do that. So like that was kind of like my realm of like mass. Yeah.
Sweet. So what's your approach to like advertising? Like how do you like do you just like come up with different ideas for different companies and it just flows at this point, or?
Geez, that's a pretty broad question, but
I
the way I could best answer is like a lot of people focus on like creative. I'll be honest, that's
Like organic stuff you're talking about, or?
Well, no, like the actual ad itself. Like they care so much about the production of the ad. There's a lot of like feelings I have about that. Just backed by data is like I don't focus on the ad until the offer's good.
Yeah.
So like
the offer's what matters. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Like if like for example, like a lot of we work with a lot of home service companies. A lot of them always go for the approach of like, oh yeah, zero money down, or like funding, or like, hey, get a free cleaning, or whatever the hell it looks like. But like everyone's doing the same shit, so you have to like be a lot different.
I agree.
So we focus more on customer lifetime value. So like when people are afraid to give things away for free, I'll just go a step further and give more away for free because I know that I'll win the customer for life. So that's the way I look at advertising, because the offer is everything. Like if you say something that's different than your competitors and they're not willing to do it, it's because they don't have the money or the cash reserves to be able to run the offers that build lifetime value.
Yep.
Because I just don't go for like the cookie cutter stuff. So like a lot of people will run like I was saying, like free estimate, free quote, like those things are outdated.
Like stuff,
they're boring. Like no one uses it anymore.
Yeah.
Once you have a good offer, then we actually just like go to the marketplace first with it before we run an ad.
See what happens.
It's the same thing with like course creators, consultants. Like they'll sell something and they make it first. And I'm like, dude, that is the dumbest idea ever. So like what we do in our business is like, we'll just make a product and we just run ads to it. And I never even made it yet.
Yep.
And then I sell it and then I just refund everyone because I'm like, okay, now people want it. Now I'm going to go make it. But people create these courses and stuff. And I'm like, do you even know anyone's going to buy the shit yet? And they're like, no, but like, I got to get the videos right. And I'm like, no one's going to watch them if they don't buy.
Yeah. No, I
so
agree.
stuff like that. I mean, I just focus on the offer more because then once you have the right offer, everything else is easier to build. Like your website, the landing page, the content, like the emails, everything's so much easier to put together because you know people want what you're offering.
Yep, exactly. Otherwise, you're just wasting money too if you're just advertising something that no one wants in terms of the offer. I realized that in terms of my businesses, I offer a lot more upfront for their first visit simply because that's what gets them in through the doors. And then after that, you could upsell them and do other things, but getting them through the doors is the hardest thing, you know? Yeah. But yeah, the offer matters so much more. And Lee, like you're into this, so she does a bunch of like service type stuff. So she does like breath work and she does, what else?
Lashes, brows,
yeah,
photography, anything creative. I've been getting more into like branding and helping different businesses. But I don't know, I feel like content creation is super fun.
Yeah, so that's our way of getting traffic right now is organic stuff through TikTok and other things like that. TikTok is blowing up in terms of marketing aspect. Do you guys utilize that quite a bit now?
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing we do with TikTok is like if you have an organic post that does well, we don't focus on making new ads. We just take like a really good organic video and then we just run like a Spark post ad. So we just leverage your engagement on the post itself and then we run ads on it.
Interesting.
Yeah. What platform do you feel like you could grow the quickest on?
It's probably TikTok. Yeah. But if you're good at long form and you're a good speaker, like YouTube is very undervalued because everyone's like, oh, YouTube's saturated. But if you sell high ticket, like YouTube's the wave for sure. Like TikTok, yeah, you can sell like small ticket stuff. But if you want to sell high ticket, like YouTube's the way for sure. Like long form, if people want to watch a 40-minute video, they're going to give you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Like we've seen all of our high ticket buyers that spend tens of thousands of dollars with us. They all came from YouTube. They don't come from Facebook or Instagram. Facebook is like, Facebook to me at least is you have like the old heads, but they'll spend money. They're like the lawyers and accountants who hit them with the right offer, like they'll buy. And then you have Instagram. Instagram, I'll be honest, like we don't get shit from Instagram. It's just social proof and authority. Instagram's just a bunch of lifestyle, like people who like Andrew Tate and like to talk shit. So that's like Instagram. They want cars, they want women, they want money fast. Like that's what Instagram attracts. TikTok is short form. Yeah. But on the bad side, it's brain dead ass people. So like you got that, and then LinkedIn's all high net worth individuals, mostly financial services, things in that, like wealth management. And then YouTube is like, yeah, like I don't know if you know who Ravi Abuvala is, but he introduced me to like this whole long form content thing on YouTube where all he does is just post Loom videos. If you know what Loom is, like a screen record software. So like if you're doing something on your computer, if you found this certain trick that works really well, you could just hit record on Loom and it records your whole screen, and you just post this 40-minute Loom on YouTube. It's going to get better people than just going on Instagram for a 15-second reel, because they don't get enough context with 15 seconds. If they watch a whole 30-minute video, they are buyers every single time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So do you guys do everything, like from like websites, landing pages, all that stuff as well, or?
Yeah, so we'll go from offer, we'll do landing pages, we do the whole branding, we do the whole creative too, but they have to pay extra for creative, because like we'll fly a videographer to them. Yeah. And they just got to be willing to pay for it, but we'll fly them to them. They get the scripts, they record, we edit, and then we just launch and we do all the tracking. The only thing we don't do, whenever people ask us on the phone, I'm like, if there's something we don't do, we don't call the leads and close them for you. That's really the only thing we don't do.
Which they need to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got actors, everything for this type of stuff, or what, or like for creating content, or
so a lot of the clients that they're in home services, especially a lot of the people that we work with, they're coaches, consultants, service writers, so they want to record their own ads. If they have like SaaS, some of them, if they're SaaS, they're developers, like they want to sit behind the screen. They don't want to be on video as much. That's why they became like SaaS founders. So we use like Billo for all their software based ads, where it's like you can just like pick your collaborators and like people will apply to work with you, and you know, based on how many views they've gotten, you pay a certain amount, etc.
Yeah. So, what do you think about this whole AI like voice actors, or like the it's kind of lame, but
I posted a story about this literally
I
yesterday.
just saw this. I clicked on his profile, and
Like,
it's like first thing you talked about.
AI, dude, I can't. I don't know. I just can't do it. It makes people so stupid.
I know.
And the
I
thing
think that's why they wanted to have it, or like create it.
Dude,
I think it's for people who don't want to be on camera is what it comes down to, because some people are just don't want anything to do with that, you know.
Yeah.
And that's
I think AI took the whole process of like there's a huge wave right now of what I call solopreneurs, which is fine. Like, you know, there's solopreneurs who are like stuck between like 10 and like 30K a month. That's where I see most of them that are stuck. And like they use AI as the angle to be like, okay, like AI is going to help me save time, automate, so I can make 100K a month on my own. I'm like, okay, listen, you can do that. Probably only on like OnlyFans, but like this other shit where you run a real business, like you're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, like a real professional business, it's going to be hard to get by with that.
Plus, dude, people are losing trust more and more. Like the whole trust, there was a chart I saw where people were getting surveyed on like how they trust people now, and it's just like going down as we go, because all the shit with the news and all the like scams and stuff going on, like it's tough to trust people now. Like what you were talking before about dating, bro, shit's so tough now. Like women are absolutely fucking outlandish half the time. So it's like, dude, we try our best, and it's so hard, dude.
It sucks, man.
What do you keep seeing in the dating world? Is there something that's been consistent specifically?
I would say like there's a lot of great guys out there. Like this whole thing that people say like good guys finish last, and it's like, but then women go for the dude who like fucks them over. Yeah. And they enjoy it. Like they really enjoy trauma and the drama in their life, because if they had a great relationship, they have nothing to go to their girlfriends with. Yeah. There's no shit to talk about. There's no shit to drink wine over. Oh, girl, this guy, he did this. He sent me this text. He fucked my best friend.
They love the drama.
They have nothing to talk about now.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. Yeah, these girls were saying there's no good men in Scottsdale. I'm like,
I know there's good men.
You're looking in Old Town Scottsdale. I'm like, come on. Like
there's a ton of great guys.
Incredible men.
Yeah, there's a ton of great guys, but the truth is like most women won't give them a chance because they want the thrill so quick. Yeah, it's like this addicting drug. Like they're just like, oh, if he doesn't like turn my life upside down and fuck me over 3 times, I don't want to have to deal with him. Exactly. And I'm just like, okay, cool.
That makes sense though. I mean, even like me being like a good person, like a good dude, like I've tried to be the opposite, like just a piece of shit. It's like, okay, if I'm a piece of shit,
I'm gonna get laid with this.
Yeah, if I'm a piece of shit, let me see how much more
conversion rates are gonna go up.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. It didn't work for me though. It's just so sad to see like how it is. Like
it feels like a fake figure that you take on. Yeah. Like the whole thing when you know, like you see dating coaches online and they're like, oh, like don't text her back fast, don't reply to her, make her wait, make her sit in temptation. I'm like,
I know.
Like, what the fuck do we have to do now? Like, I feel like it's like a goddamn game.
Yeah.
It's like Monopoly now. It's like, what the
It is
fuck?
a game, literally.
It's just cat and mouse, man. But it's annoying.
Dude,
like,
it's
it shouldn't
exhausting.
have to be like that. It's just, it is tainted. Like, even when, like I see women, and I'm not a judgmental person, like, whatsoever. But, like, girls will be like, oh, like, I just want to be a stay-at-home, like, mom. Or not even be a mom. Just like, oh, I don't want kids. I just want to be rich. I want a Birkin. I want this and that. And then I'll just be like, you know what's crazy? I think Andrew Tate said this, actually. It was like, you want to be 70 years old sitting on your porch and you look out there and there's no one there. Like, no grandkids, no children. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, was that life that you lived then worth, like, what's going to be in, like, 30 or 40 years?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you have this, like, you have this window. And I just think Scottsdale, though, like, with the industry, stuff like that, I think girls have a smaller window for it rather than men. But
Yeah, like ages 30 to 35, women are like in this like window of like, who am I marrying? Who am I gonna have kids with? Like,
sure.
where am I gonna be living? What car do I drive?
Yeah.
Do I rent or do I own?
yeah,
But us as 30, 35, like some of us are still figuring out if we're the high value guy that women want, and we're over like, some of us, not all, but some guys are like over stressing.
yeah,
So it's like, now that they're overstressed because they got to be the provider and then protect, they can't actually seek out the women that they want because they're so focused on the shit that the guy's not even ready for half the time.
yeah.
So it's
I
like,
feel like if the girls actually focus, though, and like they, like from 20 to 30, they're just so lost in this facade where then it puts them in that point from 30 to 35. They're like, oh, fuck. When instead you could have been doing the opposite. And then you don't have to worry about that then. Because then you're just not stressing out, and then she's single, and she's fucking, I don't know.
Have you done any marketing for like these guys that try to hit on women or anything?
I've done a couple dating coaches. Those offers work really well. There's one that I run where it's like a matchmaker service.
Yeah.
Where like these guys, they live in LA or I believe the second city's New York, and they'll pay $14,000 to find a girlfriend.
Damn.
And like, that's the offer, and it crushes. Because they're busy executives and they're like, oh, I don't have the time. Like, go find me a girlfriend.
Huh.
And the service is like, we'll find you one until like, yeah, like it's just free until you get the result. Which is wild, man. I'm not going to lie. Like,
You can sell anything these days, you know what I mean? It's impressive.
That's why I say if I was a girl, I'd be fucking loaded.
oh, yeah.
Scammer.
Bro.
And these girls are like, oh, you keep saying that. I'm like, bro, my morals would go out the fucking window if I was a girl.
Me and my buddy Brandon talk about this all the time. We're like, because they could get you could get anything for free, literally anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anything.
And then like you get everything paid for. Like, I'd have like 10 sugar daddies.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't even give sugar either.
Yeah, right. But then dealing with those old
See what I'm
farts,
saying?
it's not worth it.
Hey,
I mean, I'm the brokest I've ever been.
You just go high level and just have AI talk to them.
But it's like you see all the yachts in Miami, like all those women didn't do shit to get on them.
Yeah.
And they just get all the invites. And not all, I'm not saying all, but like I would probably have to put a good 90% on it.
Yeah.
She's got a big ass and big boobs, man. Does wonders. Shit. If I was rich, I mean, I would be throwing bread like that sometimes too. So, I mean,
I just feel like it's never worth it unless there's like an actual connection there. Because then it's just
Yeah.
like,
now you're the hidden gem.
Most women don't think that way though.
Yeah.
They want the chase. They just want to get driven fucking crazy. I don't know. Like,
That's true, actually.
maybe like the
it's
unhealed
al-
ones.
Yeah, it's always the women though who are like the most quietest, who you think have the most morals, but then you unravel the peel
yeah.
and they're fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like the onion that you thought was not going to make you cry, but like
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
fucked you up.
When was the last
You're
time you
tired
were
or
in a
slashed?
serious relationship?
Serious relationship 2 years ago. Yeah.
Why'd it end?
Why? I had a dog. I had a French bulldog. Such a weird fucking scenario, but like I had a Frenchie, and we went out to dinner one night, came back, and the dog broke its leg. Like we literally came back, and this thing's leg was off its body. I know it's gross, but like it was just
off.
it was just hanging off the body.
Oh,
It was so
Oh,
gross.
my God.
Damn.
So we took her to the vet. We did emergency surgery. We fixed it all up, and she's the one who wanted the dog in the first place. Okay. And this was my proposition to her,
Three-legged dog at this point.
which is not fucked up. I know this might sound insane, but the surgery was like stupid expensive.
I know.
Yeah.
Trust me. I know.
So it was 21 grand. I go to her and I'm
my
like,
God.
hey, listen, here's the thing. Like I know this shit. Like I got you, but like you got to fucking pitch in. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, I'll do 15. You got to do 5. She said no. And I was like, okay, that's my indicator that I get the
That's a
fuck
good-
out of this
good
relationship.
deal, man. Yeah.
And that's why I was like, all right, now I'm good.
Yeah.
So I dipped.
Yeah.
21
And then she
grand?
wound up stealing the dog. She fucking took the dog.
Save the dog.
And she took out a loan to fix it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
So
If it gets hurt again.
I have like a 3-date rule that I do.
3 dates?
3-date rule.
Tell us
well,
more.
not like that though. Not so
All right, tell
like,
us the 3-date rule.
dude, there's all the times that I've had to go on dates, dude. It's so tough going on dates because women expect, because they'll go on Instagram, they'll see shit, they get familiar, and I'm like, fuck.
Oh, this guy runs ads.
3-date rule. If you don't at least offer, I'll deny you. But if you don't offer, then it's a no-go.
Yeah.
You got like, if you're cool, I'll hang out and I'll do my thing. But if I'm feeling the vibe and I'm interested and we go 3 dates and you don't offer even the fucking ice cream, just
Yeah,
something.
even just going for
something,
it. You know?
I'll just, no, I'm like, I'm
Really?
good.
I'm with you.
No.
I'm with you on that.
I'll just deny it and then I'll pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pay every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
the 2 girls that we had on earlier, I brought that up. I was like, if you guys, I was like, the first date I could understand, you know, like the guy, if the guy like invites you, whatever, like pays or something, that's great. But like after that, like at least offer something, you know, like anything, even offer to like buy a drink or like, hey, do you want something?
Like I've been seeing this girl for the last 2 weeks and it's been going well.
Yeah.
Like we went to the casino to fuck around and she paid for the valet
Oh, yeah.
without me knowing. I was
Keep
like,
her.
this is fucking great. We got a winner so far.
Yeah.
And then like we went to the movies. She got the popcorn. I got the other shit.
Damn.
Like, dude, it's good so far.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking for. It's $7, $10. Like, just at least try. It shows that you have effort.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet?
Oh God, that's interesting. So basically, like one of my sales guys had a call with her, and I went in her DM and like I put the eye emojis, like the 2 eyes. I thought she was really good looking, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna slide in. That's all. That's how I usually slide in, just the 2 eyeballs.
Yeah,
That's it, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Dude, it worked. And then I guess she wound up buying a coaching package from us, and she wanted one-on-one calls, and I was like, ah, shit.
Yeah, I got this one.
Dude, she wound up texting me back, and then I was like, you know what? Like, why don't you just like pack your shit and fly here, and we'll do it in person. And then I wind up, dude, she didn't leave for like 2 weeks. It was great.
Hell
so it was
yeah.
cool.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Wait, where does she live?
St. Pete. That's where I used to live, which is so weird because I was like, wait a second. Like, she lives where I just left 4 months ago. That's weird as hell. I guess it's just like coincidence, but yeah.
Interesting.
Nice.
And plus, we click with people that we're from too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Do you have any brothers, sisters, anything like that?
I have a sister. She's 5 years older than me. And then, yeah, my 2 parents are still alive. No divorce. So good. Yeah, my family life is great. Like, I never had much trauma when I was a kid. Like, yeah, I got scolded and yelled at and hit, but, like, I never had deaths in the family. I never had, like, drugs or alcohol. Like,
That's good.
it was pretty good, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So when you're overseeing, you said like 55 people. What do you do to stay calm or like come back to center?
I mean, the biggest thing that I've had to, like, get away from is giving an attachment to an outcome. Mm-hmm. It's not that I expect people to behave a certain way, but I actually let people run free and just, like, do what they want to do because it shows their true colors. When I always hover over them and I'm like, oh, like, do this better, do that, like, I realized that I would get a lot of friction and resistance. And when I just let them run free for a little bit and train the way they want to train, but they still can't perform, like, okay, like, in your own body of the behaviors that you enjoy, you still can't perform, get out now. So that was one thing. And 2 was realizing that not everyone's going to work there forever. Mm-hmm. Like, there's only a small percentage of people that are going to be there for 5+ years. And that number is probably 5 to 10%. So, like, I had to build good systems around always letting new people come in because I knew at some point, like, if you're going to learn marketing at our agency, like, you're going to be able to understand a ton of stuff to where you could go out and build your own agency. Like, you could. But are you going to? Maybe not, because you don't want to deal with all the traumas and the stress and the money part and, like, spending all the money and commitments and all of that. But I know that some people at some point will just drift off and do their own thing, and I'm okay with that. And then the third thing for sure is making sure that you don't, because here's the big thing. When people are a solopreneur and then they decide to like start hiring people, they try to really sit there and think that every single person is going to do it the way that you do it. And you get this control issue and it just like fucks up everything.
Yeah.
So I just realized that as long as you could do it 80% as well as I can, then I'm okay with it. And that was the most scalable thing for me. Like standard deviation is, you might know what it is, but for people who are listening, is like basically it's just how many defects per million are you going to fuck up? And as you scale, like you're just going to have more defects per million. So like if you look at Walmart and Target, they're massive companies. It's funny because we get people on the phone who are like, you only have 4.9 stars out of 5 on Google. Like, we don't know if we trust you. I'm like, go search your local Walmart or Target. They have 3.7, 3.9. They're shit.
Yeah.
And it's just standard deviation. Like, you're going to get a certain batch of idiots compared to the smart people. It's just the way it is. So the more you scale, like, it's harder to have quality control. So you have to stay in that 80 percentile.
Yeah. Has there been any circumstances where someone comes in like a wholly different perspective than you, and it just works, and you're like, hey, this is something new we got to try, or anything like that in terms of your business? Or you've already gone through so much data, you're like, this is what works, this is what doesn't?
I mean, I'm always studying the market. Like, the market will give you the answer faster than your own opinion.
Yeah.
Something I always believed in. I think that the biggest thing that hinders like the people who are successful and people who are not are the people who are willing to spend money to find data and not just go for opinions.
Yeah.
Like, there's one thing my dad always said to me, was like, opinions are like assholes, everyone has one.
Yep.
And it's like,
my dad's favorite saying too, for some reason.
I just look at market data. I'm like, okay, did that work or not? And then people like try to combat with me. Like, there's clients who are like, yeah, but I think this will work. I'm like, okay, put it in front of the market and let them tell you if it's going to work or not.
Yeah.
No, I know it's going to work. We're going to change the whole thing. And I'm like, no, it's never the answer. You got to let the numbers dictate your actual decisions.
Yep.
But people like to be more emotional because it's more exciting to be more emotional.
Yep.
So.
In terms of like these different platforms, since we have so much, X, TikTok, Instagram, Google, Snapchat, all this stuff, is there one that you favor in particular necessarily, or?
For ads, definitely Facebook and Meta and IG. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's where everything starts. Like, when I'm trying to prove an offer or prove a concept, I go to Facebook first. Because they have the most like impulse people on the platform.
Yep.
YouTube is better for like high ticket stuff. Lead costs are higher on there. Ad costs are higher on YouTube. If it's search intent businesses, it's all Google.
Yeah.
And then if it's like impulse, like e-com, $10 products, I go to TikTok.
Yeah.
So that's really how I navigate each platform.
Yep. Do you feel a lot of people waste a lot of money? Like, basically people who are running their ads that don't know what they're doing, do you feel that they waste a lot of money up front, like learning those lessons, or?
Yeah, because they have an ego issue. They don't want to give it up to somebody else.
Yeah.
They want to try to learn it themselves because they've heard about all the stories of how much it costs to hire an advertising company. So they're like, okay, I'm going to beat that $6 to $10 a month, and I'm just going to be like, I'm going to learn it myself.
Yeah.
It's just like, but they learn by spending all the money, and they waste all the time, and then they have a trauma behind ads. So now they're like, oh, ads don't work because I tried it. I'm like, you didn't know what the fuck we were doing. So like, how are you going to tell me that they don't work?
Yeah.
Dude, it's causing a lot of market issues right now because, especially with the election, ad costs are going to rise.
Oh, yeah,
just
for
the way
sure.
it is. And the second piece is like, you have to spend more to get the same customer, and people don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But there's something that Dan Kennedy, like, he's one of the best copywriters of all time. He always taught this one concept to us, was the person who spends the most to get a customer wins. And that was the biggest thing I always took with me, and people just don't understand that. And it's like, those are the people who lose. Like, I'll spend more to get a customer, even if it's not profitable. Why? Because I know they'll stay. I know they'll send me a referral. And I know they'll buy more shit. So I'm willing to spend more money.
Yep.
So,
No, I agree. As a business owner, I realized that it took me a long time to realize that crap. For over time, I was like spending money on dumb stuff, and you just get more efficient. Looking at the data, and you're like, all right, this ad costs $2 to get a customer. This one costs 50 cents. Like, obviously, like, video makes such a big difference. For my business, cartoons for whatever work great. Just random shit like that, you just kind of learn with experience. But having an experienced person run your ads makes a big difference. How much of did you charge a percentage, or what do you charge for your services, or what?
So it just depends on what they buy, but the packages will go anywhere from like small tier, like $2,600 a month, all the way to $20,000 a month. So it just depends on like what they get. But usually the 20,000 a month is like one-on-one with me, and that's like what a lot of people will buy because they just want to like work with me and they want my advice. They don't trust like a strategy lead that I hire, which is like kind of stupid. But I limit that to like 30 people because it's like it's tough doing all that shit at once. And then we have like creative packages. We do email. But like, yeah, it's all done for them. I mean, some of the packages that are smaller tier, like they're not as much done for you because they're not paying enough because I have to pay payroll. So it just depends.
Yeah. Have you ever done any advertising stuff?
Yeah, on Instagram, I'll do paid ads. I haven't done some in a while. That was mostly for lashes, and then TikTok.
So I have my CEO, his name's Casey, and his girlfriend does lashes. Mm-hmm. Cool little strat that we do, and this is just a cool ass nugget, is if you just take your best organic post and you promote it. Mm-hmm. I know people are against boost posts, but this shit actually works really well.
I do that for TikTok.
So
absolutely.
You go on Instagram, you take the best post, and you boost it. You do $30 a day, $40 a day in a certain mile radius. Every single person who follows you, just cold outreach them. Mm-hmm. For some weird odd reason, those people, I literally like cut my cost per book call in like half by doing that. Mm-hmm. So like I do cold outreach to the followers, and then you set up another ad, and it's like $10 to $15 a day. And you got to go on the back end though. You can't do it on the reel. Mm-hmm. And you run it for messages, and you retarget all the people who followed you. So now you just keep them in this pinwheel, and it just fucking slaps. So yeah.
I love that there's so many more tools now for marketing compared to just 5 years ago. The tools are significantly better. Has it been hard to adjust with all the new technology in terms of marketing stuff?
Yeah, because people get shiny about it. So like when we get clients, they're like, "Oh, this new software we bought, it does this," and like meanwhile it was just a shiny object syndrome shit, and they found enjoyment in it. That's the downside. Like the technology's sick. Like some stuff is really cool, but sometimes it like backfires because you touched a system that was already working, but you didn't think it was working because you just weren't really good at understanding the KPIs of it. So I think, I don't know, it's like a gift and a curse. I don't get shiny with softwares. Like if someone introduced me to software, it's got to be really damn good to get my attention. But yeah, I mean, I stick with the same stuff. I still stick with Zapier, Go High Level, Active Campaign. There is this software though that we're testing right now, and the only reason why it got my attention was because like with CRMs, you can only text with green bubbles. Which people know that it's promo. So
right away,
that we found a software that regardless of where they book, it will blue bubble it through an API webhook through Apple.
Interesting.
And it will allow us to group chat. So like, okay, basically what it does is someone books on Calendly right now, it's going to put me, my fake number, someone else into a chat, and then the person that they're having the sales call with, and it's going to drop a voice note of me AI with my voice.
Nice.
And that's the only thing I liked that was AI. I was like, holy shit, bro, that's badass. So then it says
that is pretty sick.
It says, and I took voice notes of me like stepping on the floor, so that it looked like real in the background. Because if it was just like AI based, it'd be like, but it's like me walking in the voice memo, and it's like, hey, it's Wojo. I believe you have a call tomorrow at 10 a.m. with Justin. He's in the chat here. We made this chat because we saw you're really qualified to work with us, so we want to make this open and transparent. If you have any questions, drop them in here. But yeah, we checked out your website, and it pulls it out of the Calendly. Like we asked them for their website URL, so my voice will AI say it. Damn. It's freaking wild.
It's fucking crazy.
But I'm about to get the rough draft Monday, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I was like, bro.
I just know if we create a system like this to pick up chicks, get the cold traffic coming in, the iMessages through AI. Let's get something going for you, man.
You could do that shit on like Hinge.
Dude, can you imagine?
That'd be so
just
funny.
Line up like 20 dates or something for a Friday.
Especially on like Hinge though, like sometimes like with the you could have that voice memo thing, like it's like
it goes a long way.
Voice
memo. Oh yeah,
it's like different prompts.
Yeah, it's like the answer to the prompt. Yeah.
Is it bad if I I don't like voices sometimes. Like if a girl's voice, I'll just press X. X. Like if she has a raspy voice, yes. But if it's just like, no, bye. I don't know if it's like bad that I'm doing that, but it's just like anytime I listen to it, I'm so judgmental on the voice. It's like I want a raspy, like sexy voice. So I'll slide that way. It's something else.
I love that.
Like, I love my dog. She's so sweet, but I'm just like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Like Ellie's raspy voice.
Yeah, no, literally. So
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's just interesting. This whole it's a whole science, you know. This whole marketing, just content in general, ads in general is a whole science. And I you know, I've dived deep down that rabbit hole so many times. Like when I first got Go High Level, I was like, holy shit, I could do this and I could do that, and I was like just trying all kinds of random shit, you know. And then I didn't really have many people to talk to about it, to be honest, because none of my friends even knew what the hell Go High Level was. But yeah, it's interesting just getting people's attention, getting people to come in, spend money in your business, and it's cool. So
Is there anything you wish you could change about Instagram or Facebook?
All those Forex bot accounts.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I swear to God, they comment on my post. They're like, Jamil made me $11,000 last night. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Who is that person?
I wonder how many people have gotten scammed out from these. You know?
And I got a DM yesterday about it.
Dude,
some girl, she was hot.
Yeah.
Had like 700, like just 700 followers, so it kind of looked like a normal person. Said, hey, I said, what's up? And then sent me a whole paragraph.
You got many chatted.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh shit, like.
One of my buddies, do you know? Ricky, he was on, I think, Hinge or Tinder or something, and then some Asian girl, he's like hot Asian girl, like started hitting him up, talking to him about Forex, right? And she's like, I could trade for you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, it's a scam. Like, it's 100% a scam. And then he like didn't believe me. He's like, oh no, she's real, blah, blah. I was like, have you seen her? And no. But anyways, he sent her $5,000, and then he's like, oh, I can't get my money out. And I was like, dude, how do you lose
That's
$5,000?
crazy. I can't believe people fall for that.
Yeah, they need to definitely come out with a documentary surviving Forex, because like Drewski, he did like a Forex skit, and it's absolutely perfect. Like after well, Forex is big, what, 2021, 2020, around that like COVID area. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a victim of it. Like I did it because I was like, "Fuck, I'm broke."
Well, if you trade legitimately on Forex, you can make money if you know what you're doing. But you're letting someone else trade for you. It's always a scam.
Well, it's just a pyramid, like the pyramid scheme that they had going. It was just like, "Oh, you're gonna be a chairman, 10,000, and you get invited to a party." It was like, "Yeah," and it's like, "What does this even fucking mean?" It's like you're only making money because you're just recruiting people, and then like they're paying for the course, and it's just making money for the people above. And it's just like now. Like I see it on TikTok all the time, like this Forex, and like I'll read all the comments. It's like, they'd be like, "Oh, you don't want to fucking live your life to the fullest because you're not trading Forex. Like, you don't want to take care of your family." It's like, bro, like Jesus Christ. And now I don't even know where those people are that were like talking about Forex like, a couple years ago.
There's been a lot of those.
But then it went to NFTs. What was it? It was like Forex and then like NFTs, AI, and then I don't know what the fuck is else. Trading bots now.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm not trusting no bot with my money.
Every single trading bot thing I've seen is someone has been scammed. There's another guy that did one in Florida or something, and he was like, I'm making 15% a month or something. I was like, I don't know, man.
Bro, 15% a month? That's wild.
NFTs took the world by storm. I remember that. That was huge. Like Dogecoin? Mm-hmm. That was an NFT, right?
Yeah.
Or was that a...
No, that was a crypto.
Did you guys buy any?
That's Elon's.
Did you buy any?
I bought a little bit. Yeah.
Did you make some money?
I don't know, like a couple grand.
Yeah. Or didn't Justin Bieber have like a monkey or something like that? That was like...
They all had like the orangutans.
Yeah, the orangutans, something like that. It was like big.
Yeah.
Yeah, crypto's still in its...
Those are called they're like the something apes.
Yeah.
Bored apes.
Yeah. So I remember that was big. Like you could buy something like that, and then everyone was losing their mind over it. I was like, that's when I was joining Discords, like a fuck ton of them, and I was so deep in it. And I was like, oh, I want that one. Let's try to get this. And
Yeah, dude, you'll get lost in Discord. That
Well,
shit's dark.
right before it like went down, I was actually trying to make some NFTs just to like, I was like, shit, this shit's hot right now.
Yeah.
What the hell? But then by the time I got everything designed,
Yeah.
it's just the market started crashing. I was like,
Yeah. And it crashed fast on those because I remember it was just so fast it went up, and then immediately just. And then I don't know who has NFTs anymore, but like Logan Paul, didn't he have an NFT or something like NFT or he had a crypto that fucking went south with that too.
I think he got sued for that shit.
Yeah, he did get sued.
Yeah, my concept was going to be called bottle rats and bottle champs or whatever.
That's
so
fine.
like if someone buys a bottle service or something, even though I don't have anything to do with the clubs, this is just like an idea. I was like, these idiots are spending money like on champagne ladders and all kinds of stuff. I was like, maybe they'll buy an NFT or whatever, like to like show that they're like the richest person in buying whatever the hell, you know.
Oh my God.
But then I just didn't finish the project.
But even they had a game called like, I think it was, I want to say it was Sandbox, but like you could go in there and it was kind of like a Ready Player One type world
Mm-hmm.
where you were buying like property within the game and like you were living through. That's what there's a rumor that GTA 6 actually might become like that.
It's like Sims or whatever
Yeah.
the hell that shit is. Yeah.
But you're
GTA
living through
6.
that.
That shit's wild.
Like if GTA 6 has like their own currency or like whatever in that game, it's gonna be.
When is that
crazy.
coming out? Dude, they've been talking about this shit for like 2 years.
Yeah, 2025 end of it. I think that's what's supposed to be.
What do you guys think of the whole new Tesla thing, like the robots and?
Scary as fuck. I think that's the end of the
I
world.
thought it was cool as hell.
I think it's the end of the world.
One of
I
those
think-
things is gonna lose its shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Seriously.
Scary.
It's gonna be like reboot, and all of a sudden it's like pulling out a turd out of its arm and just fucking shooting everybody.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, I didn't. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you go first.
Yeah, but like in that video, I thought it was like correct me if I'm wrong, but the person that was talking, like someone else was behind it.
That's what I
right?
thought too, but who knows?
the one
Elon might have been. He's a good. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it was real or not, but
Like the guy was like ordering a
See-
drink from the like Tesla bartender.
Yeah, yeah, I
And I'm
saw
thinking
that.
like, fuck, I'm gonna be out of a job. Like, I'm not gonna be able to bartend ever again because they're gonna have these fucking robots everywhere.
yeah, can you imagine your robot just makes your drink, brings out your food,
Yeah,
cleans your house?
I hope the world gets to that point though. That'd be kind of sick before my like end of my lifetime.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
just
way
gotta
things
get-
are
yeah.
advancing now, that will definitely
Yeah.
happen.
Ready Player One, I would love. That was my favorite movie ever. I would love to live in that world. Just put on goggles and just totally be into a whole different. You could be whatever you want.
I don't know.
Do you like your life here?
I don't know, man. It'd be cool, but yeah. I think people
See,
would
but
take,
dude,
over, it would
it-
take
it-
over people's lives.
We would get to the point where like we're sitting here and all of a sudden some dog jumps over someone's fence and just goes like it's a fucking robot, just like jumps right through your glass.
Yeah.
It's like what the hell?
But it is interesting seeing like the increase in technology, just like because I watched like the Boston Scientific stuff, whatever. How it was like so shitty and like crappy. Then like over like 20 years, they finally got into like run and other things. But then Elon did this like in a span of like a year from like the first one to the second one. So it's kind of interesting, but it's kind of cool. It'd be badass to do marketing for Tesla though, for that type of thing.
We're pretty cool, yeah.
Do you have like a dream company you want to work with?
Shit, that's a good question. I would have to say it would probably be. Shit, it'd probably be Built. I love their clothes. It'd be Built, or it would be Ritz-Carlton, like the hotel chain. Hell yeah. The Ritz is my favorite fucking place. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the Ritz is badass.
Have you done anything with OnlyFans?
No.
There was a reason why not.
It's because it's just not compliant. Like I can't run ads for it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like so tough. The only way you could do it is like if you mask. The best way to do it is just fan pages through like TikTok.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it. You got to run a bunch of different accounts on TikTok, and then you have to like fuzz out a ton of shit.
Yeah.
It's just hard to run ads.
I can imagine all for those weird sensitive spaces, whether it be alcohol, cannabis, OnlyFans, even medical stuff in general. I've had a hard time dealing with things, but you have to like jump all these little hoops just to not say a particular word, or your landing page can't have this particular word, or whatever happens to be. But I learned.
At least Twitter is getting, well, X is now, it's, well, ever since Elon took it over, it's been a lot more freely. Like I've been engaged in Twitter, but even like TikTok, because I used to be into like this whole content creation where I used to stream full time, like before I started working out in the industry. So I was just gaming like 14 hours a day, but TikTok was like my biggest friend, and I would just market on there nonstop. They built a
That's
following,
sick.
and then it helped out my Twitch. But even like Twitter was such a big realm in the gaming community, so I was always involved. And then there was like certain things you would say would like get flagged or taken down, or even with politics. And then went through the whole Donald Trump situation, like before, like he couldn't speak about certain shit, and then he was banned, and then Elon takes it over, unbans him. Andrew Tate was banned, unbans him, and it's just like more for like that's the only app I know that I use that has that like true freedom of speech.
Yeah.
But the thing is I feel like no one's on there for one, most of the time, and then
Their attention spans just aren't great with words anymore.
if you
I
want to
feel
grow
like.
like organically, that it's not the best place
Yeah.
to go to for sure,
No, I
compared to
get that.
TikTok or Instagram
Yeah.
or even YouTube. To be honest, you probably grow faster on YouTube than you do on X.
Yeah, that's the thing. But even my generation is more so like I'm 24, and I don't even want to fucking like me. I go to TikTok to look up how to do something instead of YouTube. Like put a contact in mind for Halloween last year. I fucking was tripping because I didn't know how to do it. I was like, okay, let's go to TikTok instead of going on YouTube to look it up. But it's just faster. It's easier. So
TikTok's annoying, just because like as a doctor,
yeah,
like having people come to you be like, oh well, this TikTok person said this. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
even my girlfriend does this. It's annoying as hell. Like I learned this.
yeah. I
That's
see a lot of
definitely-
doctors though. They'll like do like the reacts. They'll like make a
the reaction videos.
reaction to like, oh, don't do this. Like this is not exactly like what you're supposed to be doing. And a lot of them blow up. There's I don't know who this guy is, but he talks about like dermatology and stuff like that. And he's like, this is not the way to pop this whatever. But people just get lost in the sauce.
You just have to believe nothing you see.
Yeah.
So Jason,
Have
is it
discernment.
true that you're a billionaire?
No. What the hell?
It sounds like some video or something of that. What did it say?
No, I didn't. No, I had a video where I was like, if you take $1 billion bills and you wrap it around the earth or whatever, some shit like that. I don't know. My team gives me some stupid fucking videos.
There was-
Recording. But the gym one was the one that went the most viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one, dude. That one got me cooked though. Yeah, that was pretty
You said
bad.
you've been involved in some controversy. Controversy. What was like the most controversial thing?
It was the video that I made where I was like, if you're a guy that makes less than 10K a month, like stop going to the gym.
Yeah.
And that pissed off a fuck ton of people.
What did they do?
like?
What were some of the responses that you were getting, or just
Well, I was living in St. Pete. I lived in 2 places in St. Pete. I'm just giving you backstory.
yeah.
I had to move where I was living because someone found where the fuck I was at and like slashed
shit.
all the slashed my tires on my fucking McLaren. They just slashed them.
Oh my god.
And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I had to move because it got that bad. Within 2
Shit.
days, we had 800 million views.
Damn.
And then this guy Penguins picked it up on YouTube, completely just took it out of context.
I just
But
posted
yeah.
that clip.
And then I made a video where I was like, if you're a guy and you make less than 10K a month, like I could basically take your girl. That was the whole premise. Dude, that shit pissed off a fuck ton of people. That shit was so bad.
Wait, what's another example?
Oh my god. And Lee's gonna steal all your shit.
How do I get the most engagement?
There was the one about the Toyota video that I made where I was, oh my God. I was so bad 2 years ago. I did anything for views. I would just make these fucked up videos. And then there was one where I strapped a mic to my chest, and I'm skinny. I'm not built at all. So I strapped this mic to my chest, and I was in the backyard, and like I had like 2 rum punches in me. And like back, I didn't have much tolerance, so I had, I had the mic on my chest, and I was talking shit about like how guys with their protein shakes, like it looks gay, and it was just like, dude, I was off the hinge, dude. I was lost.
Especially here in Scottsdale, that
Dude,
that engagement would be good.
It was so bad.
The thing though, it did bring traction too.
Yeah,
You know.
But the one thing I will say is that it attracted the wrong people.
Yeah.
But what I will say on top of it is that all the clients that I have now that pay the most money, they liked that video.
Yeah.
Because they get it. They're
Yeah,
like,
I
dude,
agree.
you know what the fuck you're doing. You did that shit on purpose. Like, we got you. But all the people who are like, lost in the sauce and have no money, they're the ones who got the most aggravated with the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't understand how social media works and engagement works.
Taking
in
it
general,
personally.
But even, do you believe in that thing where it's like bad publicity is good publicity? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's like having always great publicity doesn't branch much curiosity.
Yeah.
I agree.
So like if you get a little bit of bad publicity, now you give people a reason to be like, huh, like
What's going on,
Let me
man?
see what's up with this
Makes
person.
sense.
Yeah.
Just don't be like Diddy, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, don't go
fucking-
canceled. You can't cross that line.
There's the line, guys.
We're gonna dress up for him as Halloween.
Oh, really?
Are you serious? Holy shit.
Please don't.
No, there's no way. I was gonna dress up as like a bottle of oil, like baby oil, and then have Kenny dress up as Diddy. But I don't think that's it. Oh
my
It's
God.
not. It's too soon right now. I think.
Definitely too soon.
Yeah.
So what's your vice?
My vice. Oh, that is a good question. My vice. Shit. I got a couple of them. One is cars, and the second is cigars and old fashions.
What about you, Jerome?
Dude, I'll
Guns.
smoke 2 cigars a day.
Yeah.
It's bad. Like 2 cigars a day is pretty fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie. So I definitely gotta stop.
They say it's
Wait, what
equivalent
were
to
you-
like multiple cigarettes, right?
I don't know.
Is it bad for you though?
I mean,
If
if you
you
don't
inhale
inhale it,
it,
yeah.
I think.
Like
mean,
my
I should-
mom is always up my ass about it. She's like, I see you on Instagram with your cigars. Like you're gonna die, and I'm like, thanks, mom.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to inhale it, right?
No, you'll
Oh,
cough
no,
on
you'll
the start.
die, yeah.
But the old fashions though, like the old fashions are not great, but they're soothing as hell, and they're a drink that you can't drink fast. You have to pace yourself.
That's what I like about old fashions. I always get old fashions, and I just it's just chill, just to relax, have a couple sips. Have you gone to that any cigar bars here? No.
There's Fox.
Yeah, Fox.
I like Fox, and then Churchill I go to too. I like mix it up between the two.
Yeah.
Depending on how far I want to drive, because some nights, dude, I like driving and just letting the wind hit my face, but it just depends. But
What's your advice?
Shit. Recently, it's been fucking Rumplemints.
oh my god, dude,
Yeah.
how do you drink that shit?
I don't know. I got into it like really bad, like the past like 6 months. But that's my go-to. I go like if I'm going out, it tastes good. I don't have to put a piece of gum in my mouth like after.
Bro.
Like, go there, take it. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I could take one once in a long time, but yeah,
I don't
taking
think I've
them
had
multiple in a
one.
row. Oh my
Oh
god.
god, they're so good.
Dude, I give you props for that. That's so tough. It's
It
like
used to be
Listerine.
Henny. Yeah.
I feel like it's in the same category as Jaeger. Like it's
Yeah,
like
but I used to be a Hennessy drinker, man. Like I used to just fucking pound Hennessy.
oh, that's even worse.
That's
It was like
definitely,
Hennessy.
that's definitely rough.
It was actually Hennessy, Patron,
Ugh.
and orange juice with like the yellow Red Bull, and I would drink like tall ones of that. For those, bro, I was at Pretty
I'll
Please
die.
after
I
that.
will die, dude. I will die if I do that.
Yeah. So way to stop though. No more Rumplemints for a while. But yeah.
Yeah, there's a girl that just came on that she loves Rumplemints. But yeah, that's her thing. She's like, that's all I drink.
Yeah.
So I was like, you're crazy.
Ooh, I have another question for you guys. I'm stealing it from my roommate. If you were to write a book about any topic, what would it be about?
Shit. Oh, I would write it about the shit I did in high school, which was how I beat the school system.
How'd you beat it?
Yeah.
How'd you beat the school system?
Bro, oh my god. There's a software called Multilogin. Okay, I'm about to give the fucking sauce. If people watch this, bro, I'm not gonna lie, it might get taken
I'm excited
down,
for
but
this.
We gotta fucking be careful. So, okay, I would basically, like, I wanted to write a book called The Invisible Student.
Okay, that's fire.
And I realized like that I probably couldn't write it, but like here's what I did. Jesus. So I was a student, but I really wasn't. Okay, my parents thought I actually went to school. Okay, so that's why I had 3 jobs. So like I would use this software called Multilogin. It's a proxy server. And then I would go on Upwork and I would pay people $3 an hour to log into my proxy. And they would basically like, I went to school for a week and they told me what to do, but like I put a USB drive into the computer that I was sitting at. Because all my classes when I was in business, I always had a computer. You'd plug this USB in and it would pull the IP from the computer. Mm-hmm. I would take the USB, go home, upload it to their shit, and they would be able to log into the computer and control it. And then, oh my God. And then what I would do is like for tests and quizzes, my class sizes were so big that I would just go on Facebook Marketplace and I would pay somebody like $15-$20 an hour to be a test taker and just walk in as me.
Hell yeah.
See, that's fire. Damn.
Dude, I did a lot of crazy shit. But multi-login was the way that the server, like basically the USB was like the proxy cookie and then the proxy server itself would open up. And it would be like any other Gmail, like any of the Google Chrome, Mozilla, whatever it was. And it would open up and it would have like an IP on it so that it wouldn't trigger anything in the school.
Yeah.
So it would say like South America or some shit. And it would just like basically block the proxy. Oh, the shit I did in college was stupid. Yeah.
Where'd you go to college?
Mount St. Mary. Yeah. It was a Catholic school in Newburgh, New York.
What was your degree in?
Business and finance. Yeah.
What about you, Jerome? What would you write a book about?
I don't know. To be honest.
That's hard to beat.
I don't know. I get into so many different things. Yeah. I used to be a computer nerd, but not this deep, to be honest.
Well, what are you the most
I would just do
passionate about?
software. I don't know. I've gone through all my phases.
All of them?
Yeah,
You've gone through all
gone
of
through a
them?
bunch of phases of different things. I don't know if I'd write a book about anything in particular.
Are there like certain beliefs you have? Like I feel like the book would start with a belief.
Well, to be honest, my most recent passion, to be honest, I'm actually working on a book, kind of a whole little series thing of medical marketing, just because it's a thing that a lot of people don't know how to do, and I'm using it to teach my business partners basically what to do. So that's my first thing that I would actually do it on. I don't know, to be honest.
What about you, Brayden?
Shit, I'm fucking that. Fucked me up. Yeah, that fucked me up. I don't know. Is there a book? There's a book on men ain't shit, isn't there? But is there a book on women ain't shit? But
Women ain't shit.
BBLs, bro.
Yeah, BBLs. Honestly, no, I'll get canceled if I made a book about women ain't shit. I don't know.
So like, what do you think is like your like? Okay, this is gonna be a deep question.
It's fine.
But like, what do you think is like your biggest concern with like where you at with like where you are at with women? Like, what is your? And I mean it in a way that's like what actually keeps you up the most at night about women?
Dude, trust, bro. Like, it's just, I see it so much with just like people cheating. It's absurd. Like, even like bachelor parties, like where you get all these guys that come out to Scottsdale, and it's just like, dude, you're getting married. Like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's
or bachelorettes, like same thing. They'll come out, and it's just, I just think that's just a fucking, it's gotten so bad where it's just, but it's been accepted by like society, which is, I believe, I mean, I was raised in a good family. Like, my parents are going through divorce right now, but grew up like parents together. They known each other since like kindergarten, like shit like that. But I don't know where it turned, and I think social media is where it fucking turned. I mean, like the instant gratification of everything, like realistically, right? Like you said, if you're making like less than 10 grand a month, I'll come in and take your girl. There is probably like a 90% truth to that, maybe 95, honestly, because like if girls want what they can't have, you know, and so I mean. But I mean, I guess they can't have it. But,
I think it's all in relativity, though. Like,
Yeah.
like if women know that if they want a certain home or a certain apartment and they want to live in a certain area, like they have this mapped in their head of like what needs to be provided.
yeah, but how often do you find that woman? That's the thing. It's like 1 out of a fucking 100, I believe.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, dude, it's very rare. But most women will say what they want, but they don't actually want the thing that they say that they want.
yeah, then they get bored.
Yeah.
I used to have this mindset where I used to think that people that had more money get more chicks, etc., like that, until I started getting some more money, and then I went through a phase where I was like a super nerd and was talking to girls to a point where I read the book The Game. I started hanging out with like some friends that were like really good with women, and now I'm good.
Yeah.
But back then I was like terrible. But anyways, now that I have money and I have friends that are really good with women, some friends that aren't, and I have friends with really, really a lot of money, and they just don't have any girls at all, you know? So it's not all about that. I think it really comes down to personality,
Yeah.
getting like being fun is really what it comes down to.
I think it's just our generation that's fucked.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
fucked. Yeah, yeah, but even though like I do see people, and it fucking like secondhand embarrassment because I see guys that come in with money in the clubs and stuff like that, and it's just like their approach to women, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, they just don't have
like
no
it's
clue.
just not. It's like, bro, like, oh,
I think that's why so many of these coaching things exist, because people don't know how to talk to women. They don't know how to relate to them. They don't know how to get laid in general, and they think because they have money that like automatically buys them whatever that they like.
You're like, dude, bottle service is fun in doing that, but like if that's your approach,
Oh, yeah,
it's the
it's
wrong
terrible,
approach.
terrible.
You attract the wrong people, and like, dude, like, some women will come over and just grab the free drink and then dip.
Yep, exactly.
And like I had to go through all those phases.
the bottle rats.
Oh
man.
my
Yeah,
god.
you live and you learn, you know.
Yeah,
But dude, the one thing that like what you were saying with the trust thing, I think if women just understood like the only two things that we want is just silence and peace, I think that things would just be way better off.
I am starting to understand that now.
I
Like
know.
men are a lot more
Like some of us
simple
just want to
than
be homebodies.
we
We want to
think.
stay
Yeah.
at home. We want to watch a show. We want you to rub our fucking back.
yeah.
Get laid once in a while,
And that's
we're good.
dude. That's fucking all we want. That's it.
That's the thing though. Is like I agree, man. Because I in my game room I have my whole setup. I mean, I have a couch behind me and 2 TVs, and it's just like I want to be able to play Xbox with my buddies. I just want you to chill behind me, do your whatever you got to do, and just watch your show. Yeah. Like that's way better than having to do all the other shit. That's all I want.
So true. Oh my god.
It does suck though, because like even like now, like yeah, like I'm getting to that point where I got to this point a couple months ago where it's just like, okay, I hook up with this chick. I don't like this. Like I don't like random hookups because there's like no emotion in it. And at the time I was like, oh, I'm fucking this chick. I was like, oh, I'm the fucking man. But then, damn, it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and I'm like fucking alone as fuck. Just fucking crying to a fucking movie or something like this. I ain't got
Rough life being a hoe.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude, it
it's so
sucks,
true.
dude. Fucking get caught up in that life, man. It's a bitch. It's a bitch. But we are out of the hoe phase. You're
moving along?
on. Yeah, I had to get it out. I go through these phases. Like I was a hoe when I was 17. Went through a relationship. got out, started working out here, and I was like, holy fuck, this is a whole new world. Let's try it out. Did my thing, and then now it's just like, you know what? It's not even worth it. Because I don't want to be that fucking...
You had it all, man.
Dude, plus the worst part about it is that, like I went through that phase too. You have to, like, have so much emotional energy even when you're done. Because you're like, okay, am I going to kick this chick out, or is she going to stay the night and then I got to Uber her, I got to drop? It's just like, bro, there's so much fucking mechanics. It's just like...
And it does suck, though, because, like the whole trust thing, it's hard for me to trust somebody because, like, I'll have, like, a really good, like, woman and treats me great, and I'm scared to, like put my foot in on it. And then it's like, did I miss an opportunity? And then it just goes away. And it's like, I'm afraid to give that chance to them. But it's not fair to the next person, like, based off, like, your past experiences. But you know,
the one thing I will say, dude, is that the more you put your foot in, even if you get hurt, it will make you a stronger person and will have more, like, human intelligence, and it will make you a better, like, just a better individual. Like, I had to get fucked over 3-4 times to know who I was truly.
Yep.
And, like, it makes you get out of the, like, you attach an outcome. Like, just fuck it. And then you realize that, like, you're just way better off alone sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be in. Even though it's lonely as shit, dude, like, when I was single for 2 years, I didn't do shit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait a minute, I learned so much about myself and what situations I like. And I would actually just look from afar at all my friends that I knew had shit relationships. I was like, you got married and you were dating for 9 months. Moron. This idiot. Okay. Moved in within 2 weeks. Dumbass. Yeah. Okay, I'm learning these things through other people.
Yeah. We have the same friends,
like,
man.
it's like had a baby within 1.5 years. Retard. Or, like, I'm just like, all right, I found out all these things and now I know what not to do.
Yeah. Well, how old are you?
27.
Okay. And how old are you, Emily?
26.
Okay, so I'm 24. So, like, my friends, so, like, all my friends from high school, like, I'm one of the last people to, like, get married and have kids. And there's, like, 9 of us. Yeah. And there's 2 of us that don't have a kid or married out of 9. And I'm just looking around. I'm like, fuck. Like, I'm going to all these fucking, these wedding receptions. I'm like, oh, this is dope. Everyone's got something. And I'm just like, you know what? This is fun. Let me go grab a drink. Like, let me go get my Rumple Mints real quick. Let me fucking enjoy this. But
don't worry, man. These girls are going to get divorced. They're going to be hitting you up here in like 5 years.
Yeah. I know.
Dude, people rush into that shit. I'm like, how?
Do you guys believe in marriage?
I do.
Yeah, I do, yeah. Just not in a fucking year, though.
Yeah.
How long do you think you have to be with someone?
I would say 2 to 4. That's a good sweet spot. 2 to 4 years.
I feel like you know before then if you want to marry them.
Yeah, but okay, but here's the thing though. If you don't live with them, you might go a year of dating, and then you're like, okay, let's like move in, let's like take on this cheap lease, let's see if this shit's gonna go south or not. And then you get done with the lease, and then you're like, okay, now I have like this 6-month window to like find out from the parents. Do I have permission? You schedule the family get-togethers. Mm-hmm. You get the family together. That's year 3, and then you propose, and then year 4 and 5 is like, all right, here's our wedding.
Yeah. I mean, it's like even like roommates. Like, you know, you don't really like, oh, you have these friends and stuff like that, and you don't really know who they are until you live with them. But I mean, living with a girl, I feel like you have to do that before you get married because some of the shit.
Plus, dude, the biggest thing is you got to take her on a couple of vacations that are actually nice to know how she is during a vacation.
Yeah.
Because if she's like really needy and shit during a vacation or gets too excited, you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna be bad.
Or you see their anxiety of something, or oh my god, anxiety.
Also, if they can't fly, like there's girls who freak out from planes, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck you freaking out?
Is that a deal
about?
breaker?
I'm the guy that freaks out on planes. So.
Oh shit, bro. Jesus.
I had this girl that she was great, like beautiful girl, like super fun. Like we'd go like to dinner, like have fun, like. Everything was great, and then I took her to like Disneyland randomly, right? I was like, it'd be fun. This girl had like the craziest anxiety ever, right? So she like, we were just gonna get like on something ridiculous or something, and she like just freaked out, and then it ruined like the rest of the trip. And I was like, all right,
you're at Disneyland.
Learn this. I don't. Like, she's the one who wanted to go there. To be honest, I hate Disneyland.
Really?
Yeah. I'm more of a Universal Studios guy, but
yeah. How you get anxiety at Disneyland?
That's what I said.
It's like the best place on earth. That's what they say. Or whatever.
Fucking Mickey stresses them out.
Yeah,
those things used to scare the fuck out of me. Those big ass characters. Or
well, the way they talk sometimes, I'm like, this ain't it. This ain't it.
To have that job, oh yeah, you know.
Yeah. The thing though is like, well, I do have a really like big ick with women though. Sometimes is like if we go on a date, and like I've worked in the restaurant like business before, and like I know when I'm having a bad day at work or if I fuck something up. And like if you're on a date or even like in a group, right? In like, it could be guys or girls, but they're just like rude to like a server.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that.
That is
I'm
terrible.
like,
When they're just,
fucking,
like,
that's
putting
my,
down everybody
Oh,
or
that's my
something.
biggest turn off. Like I'm like, bro, just, it's like, oh, this wasn't made right. This, that. I'm like, bro, just.
I agree with you.
It's like, oh, I need this taken off the bill. And I'm like, bro, it's just, it happens, man. It's life. Like that shit is an instant turn off. I will not talk to you ever again.
They're Karen.
Yeah, that's
the manager.
yeah, Karen. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Just put the fucking food.
Yeah,
in your
even if my
mouth.
order's absolutely fucked up, you know, I'll be like, just, I don't try to argue.
I mean, I'll
Unless
still eat it. I don't give a fuck. I mean, make it look like we actually ate it. I'll eat your food or I'll drink your drink, but just put a fucking sock in it.
It depends. Actually, was it Ocean 44? So what's funny is I went to Morton's one time in Indianapolis, Morton Steakhouse, and anyways, I had a steak, whatever, and they had like, I asked for like medium rare, and they did it like well done or something. So anyways, I wasn't even worried about it at all, and anyways, they comped my meal, right? So the next time I came back, they're like, I got like the same thing, whatever. It was a great meal, whatever. And the business was like, oh, we messed up your steak the last time, right? We're gonna comp you this one or something. So they comped my next one. So I went there like 3 times in a row, and they comped my meal every single time just because they messed up my steak this one time. But I was just like, holy shit, man! Like these guys go above and beyond. But I haven't been back to Morton since then. But
Have you been to Etta?
I have not actually.
What?
I haven't gone. Is it good?
Have you
Yeah,
been?
dude, I keep hearing about this.
You guys haven't been yet?
Where is it? Wait, how do you spell it?
Etta, ETTA.
Okay.
It looks nice from the
yeah.
pictures I've seen.
It's the best place I've been to.
Really?
Yeah, it's up at Kierland.
Okay.
North Scottsdale.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wish it was down here,
Etta,
like
sure.
near like all those other restaurants, but by far the best restaurant. It blows away. I mean, I like Steak 44 a lot, but even it's better than Toka, Ocean, Mastro's in my opinion.
I feel like Toka's not hard to beat for food, but
Oh.
experience cool.
You
But
guys
yeah.
like STK?
I haven't been.
I don't like the one here. I like
One
the
in
one
Vegas.
I like the one in Vegas.
Vegas is nice. Yeah.
Have you tried the one here?
Try the one here. Yeah, they have the new like top bar thing for the football.
Oh yeah, I haven't been
Yeah.
to it.
Shit's pretty gas. I'm not gonna lie. It's
I
pretty
haven't
cool.
been since they opened the rooftop.
Yeah.
But no, Etta, that's probably my favorite go-to. I went there 4 times that whole week. They had that.
Oh yeah, that free family
Yeah,
fencing.
fuck, dude. I was there. It was just all industry. Then it was like, well, Eddie was working there, so then Eddie was like here, and then Brian was working there. He's like here, and I was like, oh shit. So next thing you know, I'm there fucking 4 times out of the week, and then went to the grand opening. So it was 5 times in a week and a half. Dude, they probably comped at least over
I know.
like $800,000 on just food and drinks that fucking whole first
That's
week.
what I've
But
heard.
I mean, it brought traction. I mean, Kevin Durant was there. Kevin Durant had his birthday there.
Oh shit.
The Cardinals were there after their game. Everybody I know from the industry was there. So, I mean, everybody goes there now. I think it's the hottest spot right now for that.
What's your go-to restaurant?
Here, I like Moxie's.
I like Moxie's
I do
too,
like
actually.
Moxie's. Good vibe.
We go there actually. Actually, every time I go have just a chill drink, I go eat there. Mango chicken, it's good there.
Yeah, steak bites are good.
Steak bites,
The
yeah.
horseradish sauce, I think they got.
Yeah. But have you been to Seven, her place, Caesar's?
No.
Haven't
The
you?
Hotel Caesar's Republic.
Caesar's Republic.
They have a restaurant on the 7th floor. There's a pool, bar.
Oh shit.
They have really good chicken
like that kind
tenders.
of
And you
vibe,
keep
yeah.
inviting me, and I feel bad because I just had to go.
I invite everyone to
And
come.
then you
keep
told me
forgetting
last
about it,
week, and you're like, "Oh yeah, come." I was like, "Oh, I'll be there tomorrow." I just totally forgot.
It's
But
okay.
that's just nothing against you. It's just.
I never take it personally. No worries.
How is it doing there?
It's better. I made $700 the other day
Damn.
on a pool shift.
So you work the days there?
Yeah, sometimes at night.
What are the like cabanas and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Is there-
Cabanas is where the
I'll do
money's
that
at.
Shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating because they didn't let us sell cabanas to people who weren't hotel guests when we first opened.
Oh, wow.
So
now
I
they
feel
do.
like they lost out on so much money,
Yeah.
but now they do.
Do they have anything like that at Etta?
No, it is just
Just
a
restaurant.
Yeah, but it.
Does it have like Miami vibes? If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you were to walk in there, it kind of looks like Toka, but nicer.
Okay.
In my
gotcha.
opinion, it's a little bit lighter. The bar is great. The back rooms or the private rooms are dope. The seating is amazing. I just think the hospitality is fucking perfect. Like the management there, the bartenders, every employee there I met is so fucking nice. And I'm really big on hospitality.
Oh,
It's
for
just how I
sure.
am as a person. And it's like when I go there, and then yeah, granted, I'm really good friends with the people that work there. So I might get different service than the regular person. But overall, even everybody I've talked to, I'm like, bro, this place is a fucking spot to go to.
I'll have to go try it out this weekend.
I do need to go to 7 though.
Is it just spelled 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With a backwards E.
With a backwards E.
But I mean, you don't have to put that in to search it.
Yeah, but isn't
But
The
how do you search
second.
it up on Google? Is it like
Just
7?
7. Yeah,
That-
at Caesar's Republic, or
Okay,
it'll come up
It's
as
right there
7
across
as well.
from Toka,
yeah?
across the street.
The rooftop pool is just where it's at. I
And
love
then they
it.
open that floor as a night. Like, is it it's like a night, like a cocktail lounge at night, or what is
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
hmm
Okay.
And on the 26th, we're having a Halloween party.
What is that
Everyone
next?
come.
Oh, shit.
Next
That's what my
Saturday.
event is.
Saturday?
Damn it.
Darn.
Yeah.
Well,
What event are you doing?
Scale your ads. We run an event once a month. I'm going to have to get your info because I'm probably going to get a cabana this weekend. Yeah.
Woo! I won't be here this
Sold.
weekend, but
Okay, cool. Well, someone will set it up. Someone will fucking handle it.
well, thanks for coming, Jason. I appreciate it.
of course.
It's good learning about some ads and learning what you do, and we had a blast.
Yeah, appreciate it.
thanks.
So thank you guys.
Thanks, boss man.